Hi guys, not sure who's live, and we've done this very short last minute, so we anticipate that the views will happen at a later date, so we'll just wait for another few minutes and see if anyone comes on. Tony's going to hold the phone.
You're shaking. It's going like...
Couple of disclaimers. We are just on our phone today. Last minute live. We haven't got any of the mics set up. It's a little bit windy outside, so we will do our best to make sure that we reduce the wind noise as much as possible. It's also a muster, so we've got about 8 sets, I think, of people here with life vans, and we're going to go around and have a chat to them. Mike, drop Mike. Hey guys, hi. Yeah, so we will go around and show you the different vans and models today and have a chat to some of the owners. We have had our life van for
just about a year.
Yeah, just under a year now, so we feel like enough time has passed that we can give it a full review and know what has lasted, what hasn't, all the nitty gritty pretty much. We love it, and it's been great, but of course there's always a few things, so we're happy to let you know if there'd be something that we would have changed down the track, but I would say 90% of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we've been pretty happy.
Yep, and the company have been brilliant to work with, so it's all good.
Yeah, so what we'll do is Tony will... Oh, it's Michelle, hi. We will jump on and we'll show you around our van, and then Tony will show you a little bit about the outside and the chassis. Anything you want to know, ask some questions as they pop up. We'll have a look and then we'll try and cover them if we haven't covered them at the end. Then we're going to go over and you can have a chat to Lou. They're all out starting to have a couple of beers already. So we're just going to keep it super casual and super authentic. We've done a little bit of a spot clean, but please remember that there's 5 of us living in this van and it's not always perfect. So yeah, we'll start, yeah?
Yep, let's get into it.
All right, do you want to see if you can we
spin it around?
Spin that one around. And I'll start up this side, shall I?
Yep.
All right, so this is the front of our van. Tony, if you want to go to the back, you can probably see, I guess the first thing about our LyfeRV is its narrow profile. So we really wanted a van that we could get down the narrow bush tracks and have the off-road capability, and so because it's narrow we don't have the walk around. It's a step, and we absolutely like that. It's very easy to climb up into. It's a queen bed, full queen bed size, and the beauty with not having the walk around is we have the extra space down the sides and we have all the covered space up here, which quite often you don't have in a walk around. So when we were looking for a hybrid with 3 bunks required, really tight to get storage. It was going to be, a lot of them were going to be great for weekenders or holiday getaways, but to live in it full time just wasn't going to work. So we went with Lou at Life with Caravan Culture because of the storage solutions along with the customizable and off-road factors of this van. We've got hanging or shelving if you choose. This one's hanging on this side, and Tony has opted to put his into shelving, so he's got shelving there. These are all nice and deep. They're all chock-a-block at the moment because it's Liam's 13th birthday tomorrow, so we've got party food stored there, we've got presents hidden away, we've had to juggle things, so we're busting at the seams. We've got the cubbies, which are great, and we've got 240 and 12 volt and cigarette chargers as well in these, which is fantastic. There's no underfloor, under bed storage because you'll see outside that's our outdoor kitchen. So we don't have any storage there. We have the lounge here. A lot of people opt for the club lounge. We've put this piece in between. We actually can't get 5 around this. We get 4 comfortably, and if it's a really stormy day, then we have somebody sitting up there and eating off here generally. But it works for us because we're an outdoor family. We've got the induction cooktop inside if we need it. I think we've only used it, what do you reckon, Tony, 5 or 6 times?
Yeah, max.
Not very often, but it has been handy if the wind and rain is simply driving in. We've got pantry storage just like everybody else around the place. We've got craft and book storage. Yeah, there's no panel inside any of these cupboards, so we're able to fully utilise them. We always get questions, so I'll just let people know as we go, because people always ask about brands. So this rug is Sunny Scenes, if anyone's wondering. We've just put up some little knickknacks that people always ask about and stuck on some extra shelving. We love the cupboard drawers, the cupboards and the drawers, because you'll see from the outside we actually have dual access from our outside kitchen. Because we came from living in a camper trailer, we wanted to keep the outdoor kitchen. That's what we love. So this way we're able to get to stuff inside, like if the kids get up early and it's cold, they can make their cereal inside. They don't have to go outside to get it. Likewise, if you want to make a cup of tea or something like that, you can do it from either side. Absolutely great. Telly tucks out of the way. It can obviously pull and you can watch it from the lounge or from the bed, or even if the kids want to watch it from the bunk beds. So that is that. Here we have the kids' 3 bunks. I can show you climbing in. I'd rather you didn't show my bum climbing in, Tony, so maybe show the kids' top bunk as I climb in. Oh. All right. So I'm in Liam's bunk. He's the tallest in our family. And you can see I'm 5'6", just over 5'6". So you can see my head there's a little bit of room there. He's got a big fat pillow. You can see with my feet, Tone, if you want to see, there's not that much space left. So you probably wouldn't want any longer than, I would say, 5'7" in these bunks, but certainly an adult can sleep inside them. They've obviously all got the USB and the Sirocco fans in each bunk. Okay, you don't need to watch me climbing out. Oh, thanks. All right, we just put this curtain up. The kids really wanted a curtain. Tony just made a curtain and they love it. Right, we have kids storage. People will know if you have triple bunk vans that there's very little storage for kids for their clothing. And again, fine for weekenders and holidays, but when you're actually living in it, you need that storage. We loved the Life van, fully customizable, and Lou was able to build these cupboards into this van. So the kids have got 2 shelves each for their clothing, with an extra shelf of knickknacks and insert pants and stuff, and then hunters, and then just linen and towels and stuff at the bottom. Thoroughly recommend the New Life towels. They are super duper small and quick dry, and you can fit so many of them in the cupboards. We've got a toilet shower combination. It was really important when we went up from a camper trailer to a caravan that we had a toilet on board. I've just had bowel cancer, so needing to have a toilet on board was really, really critical. The shower's nice to have, and we do use it when we're off grid, but the main thing is we have a toilet. So Tone, if you want to just come in. We actually have a separate toilet here. It is a waterless toilet, compostable. Now I have stuck dirt. It's actually a workable, usable toilet. We're off grid here using it. But you can see, you can show Tone, because I've put the potting mix over top of it. So with technical difficulties.
Technically challenged husband.
Yeah. So when you when you sit on the toilet, it opens up. So you've got number 1s that can be emptied, no chemicals required, so can be emptied in a variety of places. And then the number 2s actually continues to compost. We put it inside a compostable rubbish bag. It's not that environmental the way we do it, because we actually put a proper rubbish bin liner in first and then a compostable liner, which is not ideal, but for us with 5 people, it fills up really quickly. We put layers of potting mix or peat moss between it, and it continues to break down. But what we found is that the bags, the compostable bags, were actually sweating, and we didn't want to risk a breakage. So we actually double line it. Come what may, that's what works for us. Yeah, so we've got the storage inside. We put up some towel rails and hooks, again with our new Life towels, and we've got plenty of room up there for all my stuff, and then we've got more storage down here. So there's actually plenty of room. Our basin is definitely too small. It's fine for washing hands, washing faces. It actually all goes on the floor, which it is a shower, so it's not the end of the world. But if you have a look in the later vans, which we're going to show you through, Lou has fixed that problem, so it's amazing. He's constantly evolving with feedback from the owners and making it better and better. Anything else you can think of me mentioning in here, Tone?
No.
Got the aircon?
Yeah, we've got a Truma aircon, just standard aircon system.
You're still looking at me.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. So you want to just 2 minutes show it?
Just up there. And a dust reduction system there, which I'll show you outside and how that works.
Yep, and a roof hatch.
And a roof hatch.
Yep. And then, Tony, if you want to come out and turn around, I'll show the fridge. We have a full-sized upright fridge here, which is actually super handy with a family of 5. So that's really good. It's got an ice box at the top. We're not using it as an ice box at the moment. A fruit and veg area at the bottom, and then we have another slide outside. Just on my shoes actually. This is the hatch that we were talking about. So these are the internal kitchen cupboards, so we can actually access everything we need from both sides: cups, plates, condiments, all our pots and pans, etc. This is our amazing outdoor kitchen. It literally is so good. We love that it runs the length of the van and it's narrow profile. You can pull it out wider, and we've got a whole lot of storage in these ones here should we need it. We've got a 3-burner gas, and we'll show you some of the others. They've got a combination of induction, and then Lou's is actually all 48 volts, so he's got entire induction in his. And we've got storage drawers here as well, so plenty of storage. We've got a fridge slide. We utilise a fridge freezer, also all customisable via Bluetooth on the phone. And we've got a dry box here, which for us we just utilise for pasta and flour and bits and bobs, because I like to carry a lot of food, which Tony gets annoyed at me at. So that is probably our kitchen. I'll swap over and I'll get Tony to show you some more of outside, and I'll check the comments at the same time in case any questions have popped up.
Hey guys, I'll just show you around outside. We'll just start at the front here, and we've got 2 toolboxes. One here that goes right through to the other side. We keep our barbecue on a slider. It slides out, just a little baby queue. And on the other side, we just keep the chairs there, but you can keep a generator there if you wanted. In the front here, we've got another toolbox, which we keep our hoses and some cords in there. We've got our gas bottles in there. We just run 2 4-kilo gas bottles. A gas bottle lasts us around about 4 to 5 weeks for a family of 5. So 4s, 4.5s are plenty big enough. And just on the other side, we just keep all our snorkeling gear. Up on top here, we've got a double spag. If we're going away camping or anything, we just use that. got max tracks up there, which come in really handy.
It is actually a wood box, isn't it?
Yeah, it's designed as a wood box.
Some people put bikes up there too.
Yep, we'll show you on one of the other vans. Nice bike rack on the front of theirs. So yeah, max tracks up there, really handy having another set of max tracks for the van, especially when we get stuck in the sand. So, yeah,
And talk about the tier weight down here.
Yeah, so we're at a 2600 tier weight, 2641 tier weight.
19-foot van.
For a 19-foot van, it's pretty good. And we're 3500 gross. So plenty of payload, which is really good.
I'm just going to come around this side to block the wind.
Here we're using what they call a Boss jockey wheel. Really good jockey wheels. Put the drill on there, go up, down, and then just totally remove it once it's back in the vehicle. Slip it back in the vehicle. Job done. Makes it heaps easier. Yeah, standard DO 35 hitch. Best hitch in Australia. You would have seen on one of our previous videos, we helped an old couple on the Gib last year that rolled their camper trailer and it was still connected to the vehicle, so it just shows you they can go right around. Not that we want it to go right around. Everything else at the front's pretty stock standard. And the two storage panels or compartments on the side here. This front one is multi-purpose. We've got our water system in here where we've got 3 110 litre water tanks underneath the van and a grey water tank. So in here we've got 2 sea flow pumps, our top ones for our main to pull us out of our tanks, and this one here is our river pump if we want to pump out of a river or something else. As far as over here goes, we've got airbag man airbag suspension, which these 2 toggles go up and down, and that changes our height on each side, and it's an amazing system. Anyone that's looking at a van, airbag suspension is a must.
Yeah, we always thought it was an optional nice to have, and now we wouldn't be without it.
And you talk to anyone that has got it and they're like, oh, this is a game changer. And yes, it's really good when you're in rougher conditions, especially in Australia on corrugated roads, but it's also really good for self-leveling. So we have a self-leveling system called Savvy Level, and that you can just bring it up on your phone, bring the app up on your phone, and it shows you where you're high or low at the front and back and side to side, and you can pretty much, with your Boss jockey wheel and your controls on your airbags. So yeah, that's sort of everything in here. Also, we've got an external air from our compressor. We've got an onboard compressor obviously for the airbags, and that also helps us re-inflate tyres when we're off grid, when we're in sand or going off grid. And it's super fast because we've got a reserve tank underneath. This is our main storage compartment, so if you can remember, inside we had no under bed storage, so this allows us to have half of this for storage and the other side is the kitchen that's underneath the bed. So we have a little I think it's a 2.5 kilo washing machine in here, which works really well. I'm surprised how well it works.
Yeah, we've loved it.
It's just a mini, and in here is just full of crap.
Yeah, look at it. She's chocker at the back there. It goes way back. You can see this is our table slide, and it's only about half the table there. So
yeah, so we keep our Jenny in here. We used to keep it in the front, but I tend to like to keep it at the back, closer to the front axle now. It just helps reduce some weight on our bull.
And we needed the Jenny because we did the wet season in the top end, and we really needed to have the air conditioning running when we were camping off-grid.
Yeah. Wheels, pretty stock standard. We're just running BF. We use mud terrain on the van, and the reason that we opted for mud terrain on the van was primarily because of the sidewalls, the toughest you can get, and so we're running a cold pressure of 45 to 46 and a hot pressure of 49 to 50 psi, and on road it tows really nice, goes really well, and off-road you can get right down to 15 psi and you've still got a strong sidewall. And if anyone that's done any four-wheel driving in this country will know your vehicle's your safest because you know where your lines are, but on the trailer that's the one that always gets compromised because you can't follow the same line. Albeit we're a narrow profile and it follows very well, but it's just, you're always going to cut corners. That's just life. Coming back up the front here, just have a look under here, Stace. You can see our water tanks. So we've got our first water tank and then our second water tank. All the water tanks are plumbed individually for intake, and all our bleeders are connected as far as relief valves go.
So we've got 3 110 litre tanks, so really set up for off-grid. You just obviously need to factor that into your payload though, because 300 litres is a lot of your weight.
This cord coming off here is your external solar. So we just have a 300 watt blanket, and on the roof we have two 250 watt panels, so it's got 500 watts there, 300 watts there, which is 800 watts. In our battery management system we have two 200 amp hour batteries. So rule of thumb in Australia is 2 times your battery bank to your solar, and we're about bang on. And that's one thing we're going to upgrade once we get to Melbourne, get some more solar on there, so we're more like 2.5 times. Just for days like today where it's really overcast and you're just struggling to recoup on that energy.
I'm hearing from Justin saying, go closer to Tony, go closer.
Don't go too close, no. We'll just move to the back and I'll show you the suspension.
Do you want to take it under?
Yeah, I'll
just
go
be
under
mindful
here,
of the wind.
So under here, guys, we've got our third water tank here.
I'll try it.
All right, and we've got our grey water tank here, and then you can see our independent suspension through there, and our airbags on the other side of the shocks. You'll notice that a lot of people in the industry will say, oh, you know, independent suspension, you should have 2 shocks. Well, if you've got good quality shocks, you only need 1, and it works really well. You've got a height adjustability on your airbags of about 150 millimeters for each side, which is a lot of play between your stoppers on your suspension. Works really well. Just moving to the back of the van, got our outlet for our Truma hot water system. That is a diesel hot water system. Works really well. That's our only vent other than our toilet vent on the van. So the upside of these vans that we think is purely there's no dust in this van because there's no vents.
We've never had a speck of dust.
No, that's an external pipe, external pipe that has no dust to get anywhere. In here is just your power for your 240, and then just circuits. This little vent here is our fan. This is the toilet vent. So we have a fan that's 24/7 sucking the air through the system, so you have no smell.
No smell, it's amazing.
With the toilet, and that's just where that fan is. Triple bunk windows there. Around the back here.
She's dusty.
Yeah, it's a bit dirty because
we've been on the dust roads.
Stacey thought we'd go on a slight shortcut to get in. And after I cleaned the van, we had a bit of gravel to go down. So it was all good. Spare tyre. I've got a couple of Jerry's here for extra diesel. We don't carry it unless we need it. And that's pretty much it. I've got a reversing camera down here, and I keep our anti-flap kits in this tube down here.
Yeah, in the pole.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to go on and have a look at the batteries?
Yeah, actually show you that, and then we'll take you quickly over. We won't rehash the different stuff, but we'll take you over to quickly show some other models after we've shown you the battery management system.
So This is our battery management system, and our batteries are underneath here. So we have two 200 amp hour batteries. We've got our AC 40 amp charger, and then we have our DC to DC charger. So the two differences is if we're plugged into mains and we want to charge our batteries, this one automatically clicks on. Everything's automatic, you just plug it in and it goes. This one here works on 3 channels. Channel 1's your batteries. It just skips through it, whatever channels you're plugged into. And channel 2 is your solar. So we've got 13.2 volts on channel 1, 5.5 amps coming into the batteries on channel 2. And channel 3 is your alternator. So if we were plugged into the car, then the power was greater from the alternator than what the solar is supplying, then you would click over automatically onto channel 3. So great system, great gear. Really happy with the EnerDrive system, and yeah, that's about that.
Cool.
We've also got a inverter. We haven't got the biggest inverter, but it works well for what we need. We're not big on
Appliances, really.
appliances. Like, we don't drink coffee, so we don't have a coffee machine.
We don't have an air fryer.
No, we don't have an air fryer, only because I haven't got enough room. And so all we really have is we're charging laptops, a few USBs, got the microwave, and you just flick, when we're off grid like we are now, you just push that button there, and then you'll hear the beep.
And we have the blender. That's the one appliance we do have. The blender.
The blender. Just turn the inverter on, and then that runs the microwave and runs your 240
toaster.
power. Yeah, toaster. So down here we have a 2600 watt inverter, which does everything we need it to do.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep. Controls over here. So I'll just quickly step through here. This is just our weather station. Just tells us what our temperatures are and humidity and shit. Here's our Truma hot water system. So it's hot water and it's heater. So if I tap on that now, I can spin that and set whatever temperature I want the heater to set to.
And the timer.
And the timer, I can have it set so it can come on at any time of the day. I can have it set so it goes off any time of the day. I click onto this one, and that's my hot water cylinder. It's going to be at 60 degrees, and you'll hear it kick in. You can maybe hear it now. Yeah, job done. And then long press, and it goes off. And then up here is our Cymarine control panel. So 84% our batteries are at the moment. It's pretty overcast today. We're probably not going to get back to 100, but weather forecast is good tomorrow, so we'll easily get back to 100 tomorrow. And just goes through what our total power flow is, what solar's coming in, 4.8 roughly at the moment, and 4.8, 3 less common loads. Rah-de-rah. This is our water tank system. So this is our wastewater. We're at 0 at the moment. Our rear tank's empty. We've got 87%, which is 96 litres in our middle tank, and then our front tank's still full. That should be about it. A cabinet temperature on that one. And so yeah, really pretty simple system. Takes a bit to get your head around, but yeah, really happy with it.
All right, let's go have a chat to Lou. Let's go nab him while I can see him there.
Really?
Get my shoes on. There's a few bundies around. So we've circled the wagons today.
How are you? How you going, guys?
This is Lou.
I'm Lou from Life.
Yeah.
Does know me or doesn't know me?
Yeah.
Dangerous. It's great to be up here at our get together.
Yep.
So we're just going to look at all the vans. So I think the best thing is just talk to the owners.
Yep.
And they'll tell you the good, the bad.
Yep.
All I can say is, part owner of the company with my wife. That we're not perfect, but we look after our customers the best we can. And if there's any issues, we'll always take care of them.
Bloody oath.
Yeah.
And the vans speak for themselves. So Stace will take you through a few of the different vans. This is my particular van over at this side, which will show you the 17-foot couples van. The only difference with that with the others is it's a 48 volt van, which the benefit is you can run multiple appliances. Most of our vans are now up to a 3000 inverter with 800, up to 800 amp hours of lithium, which will suffice in most scenarios. If you're a family living on the road, you probably need a tad more, which the guys from Barefoot Kiwis will tell you. But then have a chat to everyone, and thanks a lot.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Lou. We love that you came about building from being caravanning yourself and unable to find, something that suited your purposes.
Exactly correct. So what Stace is saying now is correct. We mucked around and had a couple of different campers, and then every time you go somewhere, it's, oh, you want this, and it's plus, 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 plus. So what we've tried to do at LyfeRV is package a basic model that is more than enough that you really need. If you're a weekend or holiday, our basic vans has got nearly everything covered. Then people like to personalise things, whether it's extra battery or extra solar, and that's what brought us into it. So we don't do a start at X and then end up here. We try and have it somewhere where when you do add a few things on, it's a reasonable price. And generally speaking, we don't try and overdo it. Then it's up to the customers. No.
But I don't love it that you've put it in a box where you've said we can't do that. You'll always look at things, and if you're able to do it, if it's not too much of a challenge, then you're able to customise it to suit everybody's different.
And that's what we're all about. So we're not a mainstream punch out 5, 10, 15 vans a week.
No.
It's hard enough, at the moment since COVID, everything finding good tradesmen and workers and staff. So we try and keep it pretty tight.
So tell us where you're based and where everything is made.
We're based in Victoria.
Yep.
So the bulk of it's based in Victoria. Some of the components, like everybody else, are imported. We don't hide that fact. We get our kitchens and some of our slides and toolboxes made overseas to keep the price down in the vans. I mean, it'd be great to do everything here, but some costs we've got to try and manage. All our walls are made by Creative Composites in Australia, which with European fiberglass and foam panel, which are formed on a bench and CNC cut. Chassis are here. We offer different types of suspensions. We're not biased. People like Cruise Master. We put Cruise Master. We promote our Alpha, and now we've got our airlift automated system that we've been testing for the last 12 months. So basically that, we do as much as we can within Australia.
I just love it that they evolve, and you can see it with the vans. Everything you've done, you've evolved, and you're always taking the feedback and
100%.
saying we're going to fix that on the next one, make it better and better, and each model is just so much better than the last, and it's always really, really exciting.
And the only bad thing about that is that every time we change something and someone hasn't got it, you feel a little bit bad. Like now we've evolved to basically all our cabinetry is all aluminium except for the faces and doors. So you can choose your colours. So we've kept some lightweight ply.
Yep.
So if something got damaged with a lightweight ply, it's easy to change the door.
Yeah, change it out.
Yeah,
Yep.
So previously it was PVC and ply. So we've sort of evolved in aluminium. I think yours has still got the aluminium. We start the bed box, seat boxes.
Yep.
And now we've evolved that. And with our construction, we bond everything, we rivet them together. We try and do the best we possibly can. We are not perfect, and always looking for feedback where we can improve that is viable for as a business to survive in Australia these days. It's not cheap anymore. So.
All right, well, let's
Thank
go
you.
down and let's take a look at Len and Kathy's van first, I think, because this is very similar to Lou's.
Very
Thank you,
simple.
Lou.
Thank you.
So we'll head down here. Len and Kathy, is it okay? We are live, but we thought we would go through your van. Everyone's scarpering. So this is the 17-foot hybrid tracker. Len, what do you love about it? What are the points of differences that you love about this van? Tony, you'll have to come closer because you won't be able to hear with the wind.
Yeah, well, probably the pop top, like it's a lot lower to travel with, so you don't catch the wind, anything like that. The battery system's great, like we can live off grid without any problems. The suspension that the van's got, we can take it on any rough roads without any worry about doing any damage or anything like that. And yeah, it's fully self-contained.
Yeah. Do you mind if I go in and show them around?
Absolutely.
All right. So this, again, they've got the outdoor kitchen, which is amazing, very similar to ours. What we love is they've got these amazing big hatch. We've actually asked Lou very nicely, he's going to put a giant hatch in to our van when we drop it off at his factory later this year while we head over to Tassie, just before we head over to Tassie. So we'll just pop inside. And this is amazing. It's a pop top, obviously, and for a couple, and it is just beautiful. It feels so roomy. They've got the outdoor kitchen, so the indoor kitchen and bench. Kathy's got a portable induction cooker, so if she needs to do the cooking inside, she just grabs it out of the cupboard and plonks it up here. They've got these huge big cupboards which they use as wardrobe, and some of the others are using as pantry as well, so I guess it depends whether you're a real foodie like we are or not. Beautiful big bed. Obviously they've got the really big luxurious mattress on board. You can see it feels so airy with the pop top canvas up above, and it's a windy day today, so they haven't got them all open, but they had them open earlier and it's just so light and airy. Obviously they've still got the air conditioning and the dust reductor up the top. Nice big sink. They've got a nice big stand-up fridge just the same as what we have, and they've got storage here and lots of storage here with a microwave. Now, being a pop top, they've obviously got a pop top shower and toilet, but much the same as ours was otherwise. Nice and roomy, plenty of room, and the shower's just here, and they've got the little basin even as well. Yeah, I reckon this is amazing. Just beautiful decor.
It's a lot of van for the size.
So a huge amount of van for actually
And
the
with
size of van it is.
It is really nice. That pop top just makes it look so much bigger in width and length,
Yeah,
height.
I think it's so wide and open.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful van. All right, let's go down and have a look to Teresa and Ratco's van.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Just here at the Secret Lake Retreat
Beautiful spot.
in North New South Wales.
Kim.
Here's the bike rack I was telling you about earlier,
All right.
and it just hinges forward. Really nice.
He's going.
This is Tom and Kim. This is their brand new van. Do you want to mention how long you've had it for?
Yeah.
6 days.
Yeah, six days.
Sunday, yeah, 6 days.
Been
Yeah.
driving back from Melbourne slowly and
Yeah.
back to Brisbane.
Yep. So you had a normal full width van that you've been full time travelling in before this.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. For
Yep.
you.
And now you've gone to the hybrid. And how are you finding that in regards to space and storage?
I find it's got more storage,
Yeah, more
a
storage.
lot more storage, more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bed. The space I find is, I don't know.
It's far better laid out than our previous van,
Yeah.
and the space that they've used in what
To
better ways.
utilise every little part.
Yeah,
of it.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to show us inside and have a look at
Sure.
your favourite parts?
My favourite part. Oh.
All right.
My favourite part.
So Kim's favourite part is the workbench.
No.
Okay.
Pretty much.
In the previous van, I had to climb over Tom constantly to
Yeah.
get up in the night, or
We had an
vice versa.
we had an east-west bed.
Ah,
in this van, which was
okay.
quite annoying.
Yeah,
Yep.
very annoying.
That was probably the selling point for the 17-foot van, I guess. Well, for the Life, most 17-foot vans still seem to have an east-west
East
bed.
west. Yeah.
So it was quite a big selling point for us.
Yep. Beautiful. The colours are beautiful in this van as well. They've got the couch in over here still, and then they've got double bunk. Now they've only got one child. They tell me that they're not going for number 2, although her favourite is the workbench, so go figure. But yeah, so I think you guys said you'd maybe use this for storage if you need it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. You've got a little fridge down here in this one.
Yep.
And plenty of storage here. You've actually got this big cupboard here too, which is fantastic.
Full of her toys at the moment.
You're still sorting out what goes where, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when we get home, we'll do a big
Yeah.
reorganisation.
Yeah.
We turned this into a cupboard.
Yep.
You can hang clothes, dresses in
Yep.
there if you wanted to.
But you've turned it into a pantry.
Turn it into a pantry.
Yep,
and
you've got
stuff.
heaps of drawer storage down there
We've
too.
got the 3 here.
Yep.
And
And then you've got, oh yeah, you've got more
I've
down
got
there.
this big one across here, and then the small one down the bottom.
Yeah,
We've got our
amazing.
beach towels in there.
Yep,
At the moment, the top one is full of her winter jumpers.
Yep.
Eventually, yeah, we'll just put a oven and stuff in there.
Yep. Beautiful. And then you've got your toilet shower, this similar to the others in there. Yeah, so these guys have got the awesome new sink that I was telling you that we would have loved. It just gives you a little bit more space to put your face over and wash your face at the end of the day. But yeah, really roomy, lots of shelving, and the same separate toilet. Which, are you guys happy with the waterless separate toilet? Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Like, yeah. All right, well, thank you so much. I wanted to have a look at, you guys had converted, you've put a convection oven, haven't you? Oh, and your induction. So this one probably first. These guys opted for 2 gas and 1 induction outside. And then you've got a portable induction inside. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep, and they've got the full fridge freezer slide. Oh my goodness. Very jealous about this. So this is the oven
Air fryer.
and air fryer and microwave.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, I do miss having my oven. And you've got all the pots and pans storage as well. That is very, very cool.
And
Oh, yes. And the bike rack. Show me.
got no bikes on it at the moment.
Yep.
Still at home.
Yep.
They will be.
Yeah, amazing. So that's the beauty of having all the payload, is you can afford to put the bikes at the front. Yeah, and still have access to get in as well, which is nice. Yeah. Fantastic. Oh, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy your trip. Yeah. And then we're going to end today quickly. We just wanted to show you a variety of options. This is Teresa and Ratko, and this is this is their van. Teresa, how long have you had this one for?
Just over a year now.
Yep.
Yeah, we've had the LyfeRV.
Yep.
Here he is.
Here he is, the man himself. This is Ratko. We're just saying, what do you love about your van?
I think everything.
Good answer.
Everything.
Yeah. I love you've got the massive hatch as well, the outdoor kitchen. Yep.
Yeah. And
So
the washing
good.
machine, external washing machine with 2 kids. It is very important for me as a mum to
Yeah.
have everything clean on the road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the washing machine is probably one of the key features in here.
And I love that it's outside. Like, I really like that mine's in the tunnel boot, right? You don't use that critical storage
Yeah.
inside the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is plenty of storage regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, having it outside is just easy. You load,
Yeah.
wash,
Hang. Done. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you mind
Take
if
a
we have a
tour?
quick, yep. Give us the grand tour, Teresa. I love
Front door.
Teresa's floor. Look at this.
Yeah. Terrazzo.
Amazing. Now Teresa's got the old interior design going, so this is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, amazing. So you're using this for wardrobe storage, very...
This is wardrobe storage, but it's hanging wardrobe storage.
Yep. Oh, and you've got the
can-
beautiful mirror.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can opt to have the shelves if you like, but
Yep.
we preferred to have the hanging storage
Yep.
because we've got ample storage for the
Yeah,
clothes.
they're
as
really big,
well.
aren't they?
And they're deep
Yeah.
and wide as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's full of jeans and hoodies.
Yeah.
So you can...
Yeah,
Fit
and
so
then
much
we've got
in.
more storage here.
Yep.
Bathers and other things in there as well,
Yep.
and they're quite deep and
Yep.
long. So,
Yep.
and then footwear here. Look how long this one is.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yep.
Yeah.
Great. And you've got cubbies right front, tucked away. They're just slightly different angle now. Right
Yep.
up the end there.
Yeah. There's 2
Yep.
there,
Yep.
and we can put our bits and pieces up, my books
Yep.
and jewelry
And
and,
you've got your
bits and
2
pieces.
wardrobes.
Yep.
TV that...
TV, rotatable.
Yep. Pivot whichever way you need.
Yeah, so the kids can watch from the bunk,
Yep.
or we can watch from our
Yep.
bed.
Dust reductor and aircon.
Yep.
And beautiful big pop top. And then you've got the dust. So much more amazing storage.
Yeah, and the additional
bottom.
fridge in
Yeah.
the internal
Yeah,
fridge
nice.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then you've got the shower toilet combination as well. Beautiful.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, Teresa.
You're welcome.
It's a beautiful, beautiful van.
Thank you. We do
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
We do love it. Thank you.
All right. Well, I think that is pretty much it, guys. what I would like to do is quickly check that you don't have any other questions. Where's my shoes? Here, I'll just have a look at the questions. Turn it back around to face me. All right, let's go and have a look. I will have a look through these as well, so if you're watching it not live, then that is absolutely fine. We will take a look and we will attempt to answer them. Yes, very different to when we were in the camper trailer. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, now that is really good, guys. I hope that's given you some ideas if you are looking at the LyfeRV. We will make sure that we've got this available for replay, and if there's more questions about any specifics, we're more than happy to contact you about those. So we're going to leave it at that because it's been like 3/4 of an hour, but certainly if you're interested in the market for a LyfeRV, make sure that you hit up either Lou if you're in Victoria, and Lou and Danny from LyfeRV. If you're in Adelaide or Western Australia, you can also go to Caravan Culture, and they are absolutely amazing. So we actually got ours through Leo and Sarah. They're in Busselton, and yeah, their after service is just outstanding. So is Lou, and we're all one big happy family. And you can see we've shown you through 5 vans today, but there's another 4 here as well, and I think we've got a few more turning up today as well. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, if you're going to ask any questions, to mention Barefoot Kiwis, and they'll be able to offer you a really good discount if that's the way you end up going. All right, take care.
Guys.
All right,
See ya.
bye.